Hey everybody, it's me, Wes. So I was meditating on you guys' energy, and I can pick up on some energy from the past. Maybe you guys are feeling lonely, or you're thinking about going towards the past. Don't go backwards. Empress is at the bottom of the deck. Remember who you are. Stay focused. Stay dedicated. I feel like something's hitting you right now. Maybe it's like the loneliness. Maybe you just doing it by yourself. But this is one season right now where you have to like keep your head up, stay focused, and forgive. But don't forget, forgiveness is everything. And look, I saw the Four of Pentacles. Yep. Six of Cups with the Four of Pentacles. It's something that you're holding on from the past. Let go of the past so you can really tap into what you need to be tapping into. Because sometimes it's hard for us to step into the next blessing, the next chapter of our life, because then we haven't let go. And I feel like that's probably, See, with the Three of Swords and then the Six of Wands wanted to pop out. And I know whatever you went through with the past, and I don't want to get into your past unless, I have to in this reading. But I'm going to just say this without even knowing your past. Forgive, but don't forget. But let go. Don't hold on, hold to a grudge. And some of you may feel like, oh, I let go, Wes. I'm moving forward. And but something, it could be one thing, could be a few things, but something. Why this message is coming out today is because something that you haven't let go of that's still lingering, that's really still stopping you from taking the next step. Three of Swords. And it could be everything from your past. You just actually looking back from, you at a young age to where, you feel like maybe your whole life has been a lie, or you just been, been traumatized by the things that's happening in your life and things like that. But it's not so bad. But I know looking back, you could be feeling disappointed about some things and wondering why this happened, or why it happened this way, or why it even have to happen at all. And, there's no clear answer. We all have to go through life and take this journey and learn the lessons. But I know sometimes it could be overwhelming because you're asking God, like, why me? Why this have to happen? I'm not this type of person. Why this, why that? And I get it. Two of Wands up here. Make the choice to make sure that you are healing and moving forward. There's so many opportunities that are headed your way, and I don't want you to miss out on these opportunities. A new chance to I heard friendships, making new friends, new career paths, new things to do, new experiences, new foods to try. When I say opportunity, guys, these are the opportunities that I guess I need to say when I'm doing these readings, because I want to make sure that you know what's coming your way, what's happening, or what's waiting for you. But, making sure that you have that love in your heart. This world is missing a lot of love, whether someone wants to admit it or not. It is. Everybody wants to be loved by someone, wants to be genuine, true, authentic love. And, a lot of love is missing in this world. And I know it kind of sounds super cheesy and like, what is she talking about? Love? What? No, we need to get this money. No. When you are loving on yourself and you are in, that zone, which I feel like you've already had me. I really feel like this reading is just a reminder for you, because you're having a moment about the past and things like that, and you could be in a good space right now and wanting to share that stuff, and you could feel alone and you don't have anybody to share that with, and that's okay, because Spirit is trying to guide you to share that. This is one of those prayers that you probably pray, like, God, please put me in a position to help others. Yeah, you're in a position to help others, but help yourself at this particular time right now. You know, today, take that time to rest. Take that time to do some type of self-care, something, you know, that you haven't done. Learn something new, learn a new language, eat some new food, something, try something different. Also, too, I notice a lot of, the comment section saying, you know, Wes, I've tried. I'm scared. I'm scared to, you know, deal with other people and things like that. And see, I feel like you could be living on fear. Everybody's not the same. There are other people out there in this world that are waiting to meet someone like you. But, you know, if you in the house, how we gonna meet you? If you just stay in the house, how we gonna meet you? How we gonna see that smile? How we gonna experience that good vibration that you carry with you? How are we going to, you know, meet each other? How are we gonna mingle? So this whole thing, you could be seeing 222 and 555 because it's time to change. It's time to branch out. It's time to get out. It's time to experience life. It's time to have fun and do some things. And this right here with this 2 of Wands, you have to make the choice. And some of you may feel like it feels like a sacrifice, but it's really not. It's just you leveling up and you taking that first little baby step to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to get out the house today. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to speak to people. I'm going to, you know, give a little compliment to somebody. I'm going to do something different. And there's nothing wrong with that because that's you stepping out of your box, stepping out of that comfort zone. That's you facing those fears. So this is good. Take that moment to really just, you know, embrace what you have right now. And don't get me wrong, I feel like, you know, whoever you had to deal with in your past and whoever you had to walk away from, yes, it's very disappointing, but you do have other people that are just like you, that are true and authentic. They want to see you win. The reason why God had you separate from those people back then, to really show you how people can treat you, how people will do you, you know, and it sucks to really just say, damn, this my own family, oh, this my own friend, it's my own, you know, spouse, this is who did this to me. Yeah, to show you these type of people and show you these traits and things like that way you can move forward and say, hey, okay, I've dealt with this type of person, I don't want to deal with this again, so you walk away. Versus somebody that's on a good high vibration that's like you, that want to see people win. That's where Spirit is trying to get you to that point, to be with those people and have genuine friends that you can call on and say, girl, look, I need about 500, or, you know, I'm doing this, come invest in me, things like that. Not to say that you're going to be just asking people for money, but, you know, just people that don't mind being a blessing. Here you go. What you need, what you want help with, what can we do, what you want to do today, you know, that type of energy. The same energy that you put out. And that's what Spirit wants you to be around and to acknowledge that. And it's going to get better. You know, it is sad to say, hey, you know, when you come this far and you don't have the family and the friends and, you know, your own blood and the people that you actually, you know, wanted to be here. I get that part of it. And that's the part that I feel like that you're struggling with. And that's why this message is coming out to say, hey, that's okay. God show you who those people are for a reason. There's still other good people out here. Page of Pentacles in a reverse. You're trying to go back, or maybe thinking about going back to people that just don't see the vision. They are okay with where they are, and, you know, what they're doing, and the low vibrational people that you're returning to. I don't feel like this energy is good for you to return to. But let's pull on it. Oh, you done already tried with this 9 of Wands, and the Justice Spirit done stopped you. What's that? The 4 of Cups. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Somebody done got their feelings hurt. Again and again and again, trying to go back to the past and rekindle relationships and give people chances and stuff like that. You really have to quit expecting people to be like you, you know? And this is all about healing. And I tell you guys all the time, this journey is about healing. You see the Strength card right here? What? 4 Wands. Speaking of This is about healing. And so when you are on your healing journey, or you go through your awakening, which makes you, you know, heal and wake up to the truth and things like that, you can't expect the next person, whether you're in a relationship, friendship, your family, you cannot expect them to just say, oh, I'm a heal too. Like, because that is a hard part of the journey, healing, to actually acknowledge the pain and say, hey, damn, this does hurt. I need to really heal from that. And how do I heal from that? Expressing those emotions. Cry it out. Write it out. Burn that paper. I it's so many things, however you see fit, however you feel like healing. Because at that very moment, you got to get those emotions out and move forward. And that's what it's all about. But until one does that, you're going to keep repeating these same cycles with this person, and they're going to keep hurting your feelings and beating you down, because guess what? You have already made the necessary changes. And now you're ready to show the world who you are and go around the family like, hey, I did this, I done that, but they're not open to that. Or they don't want to, so you cannot force that change onto other people. So going backwards is just not looking good right now for you. Simple as that. The Queen of Pentacles is out here and saying you got to stay focused. It's so much going on behind the scenes. And I know time has passed, but at the same time, let these energies come to you. If that's what's needed. But I feel like you're going back to people that have already hurt you. And this could be family, this could be friends, but there's no point of going backwards, because you're giving these people the opportunity to do the same thing to you twice and hurt you even more. So that's why I got you guys to just keep moving forward. Because with this Seven of Cups right here with the Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Pentacles is you, collective. This is you, saying, hey, do I go back and help them out? And yes, they're struggling, things like that. But this is one of those situations where Spirit's going to stop you. And I feel like you have been stopped before with that Nine of Wands, because they're the reason you're already at this point by yourself, because they've set up things to do to you in the past. And I'm just saying they as pertaining to the energy that you're trying to go back to, whether it's an ex or a friend or family members, co-workers, whoever. It's not just right now. It's not a good time, because again, we are all on different timelines. We're all on different journeys. And so when one chooses to take that path to say, hey, I'm getting ready to heal, let me make this person part of my healing process, let me call them up and say, hey, I'm sorry. But we don't know what age that's going to be. And sometimes right before people's death, that's when they want to say, hey, I'm sorry. And then, they transition. And it sucks, because you're just like, damn, you wasted all these years and we could have been, mending and things like that. So you have to give people a chance to, really, say, hey, I'm going to change. Until then, I definitely wouldn't go backwards and make any, try to work things out and do anything like that. Keep these cycles closed out. If you need to go back for anything, any mending or anything like that, Spirit's going to put it on your heart. And I know this is the Hermit card, and it speaks of like single, being alone, things like that. But like I said, Spirit is trying to keep you on the right path and making sure that your vibration is kept high, and making sure that you're on a clear path and staying focused. But again, I know it do get lonely at the top by yourself, and you're just like, wow, I have nobody to share this with. I get that part, But again, you're going to be guided in the right direction. It's like new friends, new spouses, new, people that you can really consider family. And I get it, it's not blood. Because I really feel like that's what this message is coming out, because you want your actual blood family, but they're not the healthiest for you at this current moment. What I'm picking up, they're not. This Page of Pentacles in the reverse is, people that don't want to learn anything. They don't want to invest in anything. They want to, yes, it's been over time, but they still stuck in their ways. And because they are still stuck in their ways, they're not going to be able to see your side. It's going to be, oh, okay, yeah, they still, And you're going to be like, damn, we ain't getting nowhere. Yeah, it's because they need to change too. You've changed, but they also need to change, and they're not wanting to, or they don't feel the need to. And also too, these are some people that wanted to see you down and out. So maybe it's still some hidden agendas that you just don't know about. And with that Seven of Cups, that's what I felt. Because you have come a long way and leveled up, and you made something for yourself. Even if you are just, that sounds bad. Even if you feel like you're not like CEO or something like that, because I don't ever want to sit up here and say, you just having a house or a home or whatever, apartment, however, you having a roof over your head, that is still a big accomplishment. The enemy is trying to get there. You're already there. So I feel like somebody from your past you were trying to go back to, or maybe it's a couple people that you're trying to go back to. However it resonates for you, it's not a good time for you to go back. Make sure that if you do go back and you make that choice, because the Two of Wands is out here, so if you do go back and, I just don't want you to get your feelings hurt again, because like I just said, that person who you're trying to go back to, or the people that you're trying to go back to, they're not healed. They're stuck in their ways, and the Seven of Cups came out. It's so much going on. What else do we need to know? I heard good for you. Two of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. Spirit has definitely been showing you stuff in your dreams. So pay attention to that. And somebody around you that you're thinking about going back to, they're struggling. They're having a hard time. But see, I heard they tried to set you up. Wow. Two of Pentacles is out here with the Nine of Swords. And see, this is another 2 energy. Or you could be seeing 5. Yeah, if you go back, it's definitely going to be some changes. And here's that setup energy. Whoever this is, this Queen of Wands, they may not be a witch, but they definitely have like a hidden agenda, like motives. I heard motives, secret motives. That's what I heard. Those are the exact words I heard. Secret motives. When this card came out, I was like, oh well, okay. So, and the Lovers is out here, but again, you have the Moon card followed by the individual with the Page of Wands, with the Lovers, with the Chariot. Somebody's definitely trying to send somebody else in. It's definitely a female energy in your family. Trying to get you back in. Could be pulling on you spiritually. That's what this Nine of Swords you could be seeing. Don't go back. This lonely feeling that you have that I'm picking up, it will pass. And I'm looking at this Two of Pentacles because it's like somebody's weighing their options. Like if I go back, we can make it right. We can do this. We can, work as a team. But that's not it. Your mindset is focused on doing the right thing, but theirs is not. The Moon card is out here, which speaks of illusions, fear, change, things like that. And no, you got the Moon next to the Queen of Wands. So you definitely got a manipulative ass person that's in your energy trying to reel you back in, trying to give you this sad ass story. Or they could be using their child now. You got the Queen of Wands with the Page of Wands, but could be using a younger energy in your family to reel you back in and say, oh, I need some help, things like that. And of course, you're an empath, so, you want to help, but this is one of those situations, it's like, hey, leave it alone. Leave it alone. And if you've already experienced this and going back to your family and friends and trying to help out and things like that, did you notice how Spirit has stopped you? Did you notice how your feelings was hurt? Because you wasn't meant to go back. And I know that's not something that you want to hear because you're trying to make everything right. But in a sense, like I said, your mind space is in the right place. Your heart is in the right place, but theirs is not. And you have an enemy that you needed to be, that I heard that you needed to walk away from. Spirit is like, baby, no, say that shit. Say it like I want you to say it. So sorry, y'all. This energy, this particular energy, Spirit wanted you to get away from, because with the moon card, this definitely speaks of like witch energy, doing spells and shit like that. Or this could be somebody that's manipulative and just, wanted to give you a hard time. Either way, that person that you removed from, they're trying to pull you back in. They're trying to give you this sob story to make you feel sorry for them, and so they can reel you in and give you a hard time. Misery loves company, so I definitely make sure I try to say that in a lot of these readings, so you can really understand miserable as people want you as company. And sometimes these miserable ass people be disguised as friends, family. So, with that being said, it's definitely like I understand how you feel for this being lonely and wanting, those people around because they're familiar. But it's time to, branch out and make new friends and, create that atmosphere that you are looking for instead of going back to the people that hurt you. Because that's the reason why you was removed from these individuals in the first place. What else do we need to... The Wheel of Fortune's out here and it's turning. Because Spirit's like, you know better. And I hate to say it like that, but it's kind of like, I get where you coming from because you want, that family. You want your family. I get it. But like I said, this is just not the time because you're dealing with people that secretly meant you ill intent, or they're trying to use you for what you've already accomplished. So I want you to definitely to pay attention to when you are around certain people, how things are not working out in your favor. And this Wheel of Fortune is turning, so that means it's going to turn in the reverse, which is bringing bad karma towards you. And that's if you go towards these people. So that's why I said with this Hierophant, you already know. This is the spiritual knowledge. You already know how these people treated you. And just because you have changed and you want to show that change and experience, whoever you're dealing with, they knew you was that type. They knew. They knew you was going to level up. They knew you was going to make something of yourself. They knew it. They was there to try to stop you from going through this change and trying to, I heard they were trying to hinder you. Well, that's sad. Spirit, what else do we need to know? I heard dig deep. And see, I've already, before I even flip these cards over, let me go ahead and say what I was going to say. Because I felt like this person orchestrated things to happen to you. So if you've been raped or molested throughout your process, your journey, and you're trying to go back and mend certain relationships. And I do not talk about rape or molestation on these readings a lot. Yes, I see it in these readings, but I skip over because that is too sensitive for me. I was already somebody's punching bag growing up, dealing with that. So it's definitely one of those situations that I'm still trying to heal from. So that's why I don't mention these a lot. But I'm not going to say that I don't notice or pick it up. But I'm saying that here because I do feel like this person that you're trying to go back and mend things or orchestrated some type of, traumatic to happen towards you. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles, which things been happening for a long time to you with the Justice. Is traumatic a word? Dramatic? No, traumatizing shit. You got the Hermit with the Five of Cups. And this right here with the Chariot. I don't know if they was trying to orchestrate some type of car wreck, but you got the Hermit with the grieving. What's going on with this individual, with this woman? Why is she trying to take the collective through so much pain? Oh, shit. God damn, a whole fucking... Good Lord. Look. I told you, Six of Pentacles with the Ten of... Six of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. Money. You got the Three of Pentacles. And I saw that here. You have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, which speaks of bad news. And I said that here. This is prime example of someone trying to keep that same generational pattern up. Holding on things to the past. You got this Three of Cups and up here celebrating, holding on to this generational pattern. This strength is negative strength. This is not powerful strength. This is not a movement. I think, oof. Someone close to you have already been done like what they're trying to do to you. So pay attention to that. Whether it's your mom, your brother, your sister, your dad, somebody in your family has already really close to you. I mean immediate family. Has already been done like they're trying to do to you. So pay attention to that. Because this is all about sacrificing. They try to sacrifice you at a young age to get what they want. That's some real sickly shit. Misery loves company, y'all. That's why Spirit blocked you from this. You are meant to stop this generational pattern. And I say generational patterns, guys, if you're new to my channel. And this is why I say that, because a lot of people feel like their family is cursed, and they're not. It's generational patterns where people like to keep up the incest and, you know, when you look at those people and how they've been done and the routes that they have chosen to take instead of healing, they've gone down several different paths of, you know, coping with things. Drinking, smoking, any type of drugs, lies, and, you know, being promiscuous and stuff like that. So when I say generational patterns, that's what this generational pattern is. And that's something that they wanted you to carry on so they can look like they or, you know, of the light and good and things like that. And they're just the total opposite. So this is why Spirit definitely had you to take a different route in life and not be around this type of negativity, because I don't... For some of you, you may know. For some of you, may not know the extent of your family and these generational patterns and what they're doing and the reason behind this. So, yeah. So, we could talk about it one day, but I'd rather do this on live. That way, we all can really, you know, talk about it. So, I don't know. I might do that today. But, because this is what, you know, that you have to heal from and things like that. So, you got the Six of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. This is definitely, you know, trying to give you a hard time. Whoever this Queen of Wands is to you, on this Six of Pentacles, These crumbs was being pointed out to me. They used to breadcrumb you. See them little crumbs? They wanted you to work hard. They were mean to you. This person, whoever this Queen of Wands is to you, they treated you like the black sheep of the family. They went out their way to make sure that you was hurt and in pain and that you felt alone. Like right here with the Hermit and the Five of Cups. They wanted you to be sad, depressed, lonely, so you can be out there just crashing out, do anything. No, and your life didn't turn out like that. I definitely feel like that's a relative of yours, that Queen of Wands energy. That can either be your mother or your aunt or a cousin. Spirit said yes on a cousin. Like an older cousin that may have watched over you. But the Queen of Wands is any other, you know, I do feel like this is your family that I feel like you're definitely trying to go back to and rekindle situations and, just forget about the past and things like that. But some things are just unforgettable and unforgivable. But when I say forgive, I mean forgive yourself, forgive them, but for yourself, and let go, because see, when you do that and you forgive people, it gives them an opportunity to sabotage you again. And I mean these people that are actually just heartless and doing real spiteful things. I'm not talking about somebody that ate your damn gum out your car and just left you IOU or just left the wrapper there. I'm not talking about shit like that. I'm talking about some real big shit trying to really sabotage your life. People going out your way to orchestrate things to happen to you and stuff like that. Because right here I'm seeing an actual fucking car wreck. And whether it's you being hurt or somebody in the car being unalive, it's like they want you in this down energy. They want you to hurt. They want you to be in pain. It's like they're trying to sacrifice you. And I felt that earlier when I was picking up this person's energy, like they wanted to unalive you. And then the Six of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles came out. So that speaks of transactions. Or this person could have been, whoever this is, maybe that's your guardian. They could have been getting paid to take care of you, and then after you left, that stopped. They could have been getting some type of compensation for taking care of you. And then as soon as you left, that stopped. Or you could have turned 18. And that stopped. But either way, whoever that Queen of Wands energy is to you, that wicked person, that low vibrational energy that gave you a hard time, baby, they still the same person. They ain't changed. They doing worse. Look, still childish, still bitter, still roaming around the family being messy and shit like that. So it's no point in going back to that. Don't hurt your feelings again, or don't get your feelings hurt again sitting here trying to go back and be in relationships with people that are just simply not in the business of healing and actually being accountable for all the shit that they have done. But this particular person right here with this Queen of Wands, she has started to really raise my blood pressure because shit, she is just a little evil, little something. There it is, and I said death, and I picked it up here. Spirit, what else do we need to know? What is the hidden information that the collective need to know about this person? I told you, Two of Swords, they tried to block you from being successful by sitting up here orchestrating people to come in your energy. You got the Control with the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh-wee. This Queen of Wands wanted you dead. She just wanted that money. But what it seems like now, look, my hand itching. She needs your help. That's that sob story I was trying to tell you about. You know, when you go around certain family members, they, oh, I need a hip replacement and all this, and that. If you could just help me with a few dollars, I don't get paid to the first. Well, you don't have to wait to the first, baby. You and your hip. But, because you just cannot sit up here and help people and reward all of this negativity. And this is definitely somebody that tried to unalive you. Somebody that really went out their way to set up shit to happen to you. All for money. And they still couldn't take you out. And right here on this strength card, these eyes was pointed out to me. I feel like some point of time through your life or your journey, your journey, that you were drugged. But you just don't know that she has something to do with that. Again, all these events happen because of money. She was trying to unalive you. Now we got this 2 of Cups with the 4 of Cups. Because with this 2 of Cups, anybody that helped out, that was involved, thank you, Spirit. Anybody that was involved with the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, they was all, you know, involved in trying to do some real terrible things to you, which I feel like were family members. This message is for either somebody that's trying to go back to family because it's been a while and you're trying to mend some relationships, or just trying to, you know, be around your family. But like I said, this is not, yeah, you miss them. But that 7 of Cups was so heavy when I pulled that card earlier. I was like, you know what? It's going to be that type of reading, because you need to know what was going on behind the scenes and what your family's been doing, what they've been doing for money. Mm-hmm. 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups. You got to walk away from the people from your past and start you a brand new beginning. And I get that you scared, and that's why I talked about this. Or that you have tried and maybe things have just not working out, because still it needs to be some healing going on and some discerning. And it's not that it's hard right here with these 9 of Wands to make new friends and things like that. It's the simple fact that people are not choosing to heal. So with this 9 of Wands, that you've tried to go out and mingle and be with friends and things like that, you've also triggered people because of your high vibration. So that's something that you guys definitely need to pay attention to. When you have awakened and you've healed and you've gone through that whole process of saying, I'm finna become a better me, I'm finna change, I'm finna do this and that, the enemy will sit up there and laugh at you for drinking water. They will laugh at you for sitting up there eating some goddamn kiwis and blueberries and knowing certain knowledge to just make yourself healthier and a better person. So when you are around that type of energy, it's best that you just walk away. Simple as that, you know. Let them be whoever they gonna be and fake and phony and going on. And yeah, again, it's you by yourself. But you cannot think of it like that. You have to think about, damn, I done came this whole way and I done all this work. And yeah, you want people to see it. I get that. They see it. They know it. That's why they tried so fucking hard to do this to you. That's why they sit up here and they orchestrated all this stuff to make you feel down and out and make and hurt. Anything else, Spirit? Four Swords in the reverse. They don't want to heal. Four of Pentacles. Hold back from family and friends and just take a moment for yourself and think about the series of events that went on in your life and who was around at that particular time. Because I guarantee, and I was going to say this earlier, but I saw something else. But what I was going to say earlier is what you don't have a moment to yourself. You never did. You're always... It was just Three of Pentacles. You're never alone. And I know I stop a lot in these readings, y'all, but I still be meditating on the energy and picking up. And there's so many emotions that flow that's going on, y'all. I'm an energy reader, so I do pick up on how an actual person is feeling. And I think that's good because, and it's overwhelming at times, but it's good because I actually know how that person is feeling. I can tell you, okay, no, they head not right. No, it's not good. But with this Two of Wands, leading, it's like you trying to take that first step to, you know, mend these relationships, but no, you dealing with some people that want to see you down and out. They want to know why these things didn't happen to you, or you know, they're trying to hurt you, things like that. It's not healthy. It's just not healthy. And this is why you was guided away from these people. So going back, anytime that you're going backwards, notice how them blessings stop. If they don't stop, then you're okay. But most of the time, going backwards to people that you know that did you wrong and things like that, and blessings instantly stop. It's like Spirit's like, hold on, nope, we ain't doing nothing else, because you cannot sit up here and celebrate with the enemy. Them blessings are for you. This is your freedom. This is your moment. This is your chance. You're not finna sit up and celebrate bad behavior. But yeah, with this Three of Pentacles, you're never alone. That's what I picked up here. And this is sitting over the Justice. Somebody's always on your phone, texting you, calling you. Somebody's in your presence. Pay attention to that. When you sit down, because that Four of Pentacles, I really felt the Four of Pentacles like Four Swords energy. You sitting back really thinking like, damn. Now that I think about all this shit, yeah, that particular family member was around. This one was around. That one was calling. This one was texting. Yeah, because they trying to make sure that you're at the right place at the right time. Type shit. So, think about that before you go backwards, even if this don't resonate with you guys. Shit. I mean, shoot, that was a Four of Swords, and it landed upright. So, or, no, that's kind of sideways. So yeah, this is what you definitely need to take the time out to sit down and make sure that you're healing from. You got the King of Pentacles out here. I felt that shit. You at the top of your shit, you chilling. And when I say at the top of your shit, you're comfortable. You're living a decent life. You're healthy. You're thriving. You're moving forward. Your headspace is right. So take that and live your life and move forward. And be a blessing to the next person and have your fun and joy. And which, again, don't get me wrong, I know if you tried. But this time around, make sure that you are discerning people's energy. Making sure that you are listening to your intuition. Because every thought that crossed your fucking head is not wrong. When you are sit up there and saying, when God put it on your heart and it be heavy, y'all, be a heavy ass weight when it's time to help somebody. I've had people sit up here and say, I'm getting ready to swipe my card. I'm at the machine. Finna just, psh. That woman came over there so fast and said, ma'am, let me swipe. I got it. Got it. God put it on my heart to pay for your groceries. I looked at her. I just said thank you. And I started crying because, baby, when I tell you, I'm just like, oh, Lord. It was just such a freaking fresh of breath air. Like, really? Like, wow. You really thought of me? Damn. So, trust me. God gonna always let you know and tell you when to help somebody. And that's really when you gonna start feeling loved and people are pouring back into you. And that's this Empress, because not only, I know you're a giver, and that's part of your love language, giving and helping. But God wants you to help the right people, the people that actually need the help, that actually want the help, that's actually trying. Not some people that's trying to take from you and trying to unalive you and doing shit and setting you up and shit, orchestrating car wrecks and incest and stuff like that. Like, that shit is just, it's sickening. And you done came a long way and you got your heart in the right space. So don't go back to these people that hurt you. 222. It's 222 now. I'm going to show you the clock. 222. Like, look like fives. Whatever. Anyways, but yeah. 222 energy, y'all. It's going to get better. So I can sense, you know, the loneliness, the sadness and stuff like that. But like I said, this time around when you actually get out there, stay focused. Keep your third eye open. Everything that you have learned in your life, practice that moving forward. This day forward, practice that. All right, guys, I won't keep you any longer. I love you so much. See you next time. Bye.